Hello class, this is Robert Unseld, and in this video we will be covering the syllabus for CIS 141 Basic Computer Literacy Fall 2018. As you can see on the screen, and also posted in Blackboard under the syllabus content area, is the syllabus for this course. We're going to spend a couple minutes going over it so you can familiarize yourself with it, understand what's required from you, and also to guide you in taking the syllabus quiz. So first, to begin with, I am your instructor, Robert Unseld. My office is in Potter Hall, office 305. Here's my office phone number, and here is my email. As many of you have emailed me already, I think you know how to get a hold of me. Something to be aware of is that as your instructor, I work in the Computer Information Systems Department, but I also am the Director of Strategic Planning and Innovation for the Division of Enrollment and Student Experience, and the Director of the Student Accessibility Resource Center. So, with that said, it is rare that you will actually find me in my office. And that's not too big of a deal because this is a web course. We'll get more to that later. But the first of many times I will say this, the best way to contact me is via email. So if you have questions or anything else, contact me via email. For this course, the required materials are below. First, you need the textbooks, Understanding Computers Today and Tomorrow, and we're talking about the 16th edition. Here's the author information, publisher, and ISBN numbers. These books are where the majority of the course content come from, in this book, So make sure that you get a copy of the book and that you keep up with the readings. As we look at the schedule in a few moments, well, in another video, you will see when the readings need to be done, when the test will cover the material from the readings, and so on. Also, you will need access to a reliable and, in my opinion, high-speed internet connection, specifically broadband internet service. Dial-up is inadequate for the videos, with this being an online course, and since you'll be watching your lectures online, you need to make sure that you have reliable internet connectivity so you can watch the entire lecture. The other thing to be aware of is that you will be taking your test online with the exception of the final exam, so you must have a reliable internet connection for your exams. Okay? And then of course it needs to be a modern computer, and that would have a browser such as Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Safari, or even Google. And all this is available within the computer labs on campus. So if you do happen to be on campus, an on-campus student, or near any of our regional campuses, the computer lab should have everything you need. In respect to the other software you'll need, you will need access to a computer with Office 365 or newer, or Office 2016 if you're an Apple user. These are critical. We have SAM's projects, and those are hands-on projects with Microsoft Office, and it requires you have access to this software to actually do those projects. Those projects make up a large component of your points for this class. We'll cover that a little bit more, but make sure that you have access to Office. Now, in terms of class meetings, this is an online class. If that surprises you, it means that you signed up for a section that you may have done so accidentally. We will never meet face-to-face for instruction. All the content is online. So that means lectures, readings, projects, assignments, regular exams. The whole kit and caboodle is online. The only component of this course that is not online is the comprehensive final exam. And that you will have to schedule with DELO, Distance Education and Learning Opportunities. There will be more information on that as the class progresses on how to sign up for the final exam. But remember, we don't meet online. The class is delivered to you through Blackboard. And if you have an issue, you can call or email me. But I'm going to be honest with you. The best way to contact me, and this will be on your syllabus quiz, is via email. Emailing me will get to me no matter where I'm at, and I will try to return those emails within 24 to 48 hours. Now let's talk about the activities that we'll do in this course, all right? And just to recap where we've been so far. So you know who I am, you know what the required materials are, you know you have to have Microsoft Office, you know that we'll never meet face to face. So here's what you're responsible in this course. First and foremost is that you will have readings. Every module in the course is tied to specific chapter content. If you don't do those readings, you will not do well in this course. Secondly, the lectures. The lectures in this course will be delivered by myself and another instructor, Dr. Cruz. The lectures, some of them are from a different book, but the content is the same, and they are critical for you to pay attention to those lectures. Some of the content from the test comes from the readings, other contents of the test come from the lectures. Okay? Also, the SAM projects. These are the online, hands-on Microsoft Office projects. There are 12 of these, and they make up a large component of your grade. After that are activities called Reflection of Technology. In these, you will respond to the readings and auxiliary materials and reflect on how those topics actually play out in your life. These Reflection of Technology are an opportunity for you to share with me how you are making meaning of the content from the readings. They make up a good amount of your points as well. And then finally are the regular exams. And in this class, I've got a little typo here, there are 6 regular exams, okay? And they'll be covering all the different material in the course. Now here it says you have an online period of 48 hours. That's not true. You now have 7 days. Well, not 7 days, I am sorry. You now have 5 days to complete each of the regular exam. So you have a 5-day window of time to complete it online. So as far as I can tell, there should be no reason why you don't have ample opportunity to take the test at a time that's convenient for you. Now let me give you some caveats. And this goes back to the statement up here with reliable internet broadband service. Okay? If you are taking the test and you have an internet problem, that is not an excuse. So you need to make sure you are taking the test at a location where your internet is unfettered, will not be disturbed, and will allow you to complete the entire exam. The exams are typically 40 minutes long. So you need to be in a place where you have a reliable span of at least 40 minutes worth of internet to take the test, because test anomalies are not a reason for your score to be changed. We talked about that. Let's take a look at grading. There's always a lot of question here when we get near the end of the course when it comes to grading. If you're used to Blackboard, or in most of your courses, Blackboard will give you a percentage score. Okay? Do not pay attention to the percentage score in this course. I cannot say this enough. And the reason I am just being so over the top with this is every time near finals week, 30 to 40 people begin to email me about how they're concerned about their percentage in the class. Percentage does not matter. What matters are the actual points that you earn, which are based on the 1,000-point scale. Okay? So let's go through them. The syllabus 10 quiz gives you 10 points. Your SAM projects add up to 300, so that gives you 310. The reflection of technologies are a total of 140 points. So we add that gives us 450. Okay? Your regular exams equal another 450 points. So 450 plus 450 gives us 900. And then your final exam is worth 250. So that takes us to 1150. So what does that mean? It means that if you do everything in the course and get every total point, you should have 115%. Okay? But the percents don't matter. So, how are you graded? It's based on this scale here out of 1,000 points. So if you get 901 points, what did you get in the class? Correct. You got an A. Let's say that you got 799 points. What did you get in the class? Correct. You got a C. Now, the thing is that 799 will not equal 79.9%. That's incorrect. 799 is going to be a much smaller percentage, the same way that 901 is going to be a smaller percentage than 90. And that's why I don't want you to pay attention to the percentages. Make sure that you are checking for points. That's how you can calculate your score. That's how you know your progress. If your points are adding up, then you're doing well. Okay? Next thing that matters is how we do tests. In this class, if you miss a test, it will not hurt your final grade. Let's go through this again. One bad grade on a regular exam will not hurt your final exam. It will be replaced by the next lowest. So, let's say for exam 1, you all are amazing students and you take the exam and you all get an 85. And then on exam 2, you get a 63. Exam 4, and I apologize, that's incorrect. You can't get an 85. So you get a 75. Then you get another 63. Exam 5, you get a 72. Exam 6, you get a 61. Now, if you're paying attention, you'll notice that there are 6 regular exams and there are only 5 here. Because right here on exam 3, E3, you were out of town, you didn't have access to internet, and you got a goose egg. Okay? So, what does this look like at the end of the course? Well, at the end of the course, I'm going to go in and take this 0 and replace it with your next lowest score, which is a 61. So what it'll look like is when your score tallies up, you'll have a 75, a 63, a 61, a 63, a 72, and a 61. So if you miss one exam, your next lowest score will take its place. This is a built-in bonus for you. Okay? Now let me tell you where this fails. Let's say that we have this 0 here. We got the goose egg. But let's say that you also missed exam number 6. Okay? Well, in this case, we will not take the next highest up and replace 2. That's a big no. Okay? What will happen is that if you've got 1 0 and you have another 0, your next lowest is a 0. So the 0 replaces the other 0, meaning that you will get 2 Fs. 2 Fs will remain on your grade. So the smartest way to do this is to make sure that you take 5 regular exams. Okay? Now, the smart way to do it is to make sure you take all 6. But if life happens, which it does, and this is an online course, which means life can happen in every other aspect of your life, and you not think to update your online course, and this happens to students all the time, as long as you don't miss more than 1 exam, the system will work for you. But if you miss a second exam, you're going to be stuck with 2 Fs and a deficit of 150 points. So make sure you take 5 of the exams. Okay? Good. Let's clear that out. and move on to the next section here. All right. Couple things. A little housekeeping before we finish out this video. Again, the best way to reach me is via email, and the only way I'm going to communicate with you is with your topper email address, okay? Now, TopNet and Blackboard treat your WKU email as your preferred account. Now, here's some instructions if you want to change it, but I'm going to let you know. The best way to be successful is to use your topper email account, that WKU email account. Check it. That's where your class updates will come. Okay? Content on the class will be in the class website on Blackboard. That's where everything is going to be. I suggest you log in every Tuesday and Thursday. The reason I say Tuesday is that some weeks, due to the requirements of my other positions at the university, the content may not be up on Monday, but it will certainly be there by Tuesday unless there's some extenuating circumstances. So I would log in every Tuesday to check for content on the site. Now here, just want to jump down to academic dishonesty. Everything in this class is single work, okay? So if you are collaborating on things and it's a graded activity, that will be an F for the course. Collaboration is academic dishonesty. If you cheat on anything, same deal. Cheating is the same as collaboration, is the same as academic dishonesty. And let me just throw this out there. It is very, very tempting in this class to cheat on the SAM projects. The SAM projects are set up to where you have a start file, you do some work, and then then you upload it. And you will probably feel as if you're behind schedule or the deadline is looming in on you, that you should just go right ahead and copy someone else's work and paste it in. It will always alert me to when someone has cheated or when someone has used other people's work. And what that does is that triggers this academic dishonesty policy. Don't do it. The SAM projects are very beneficial, specifically if you want to have a job when you graduate college, because Microsoft Office is the #1 used product in almost every workplace. But do not cheat on the SAM projects. You didn't come to college to cheat. You came here to learn. And these SAM projects are so tempting. They're so easy to, they appear to be easy to cheat, but it will detect it and it's not worth it. Okay? Let's go back a little bit. If you are a veteran or an active duty military, or an active duty military support services is available for you. They can help out with textbooks if you're having an issue with textbooks. They also are very supportive and they understand the military life and have programs and services uniquely for folks who are in the military and their family members. Okay? Also, if you are living with a disability, the Student Accessibility Resource is a resource for you. I direct this office. If you need help or if you just need accommodations, please contact SARC or contact me directly, my email address. If you have not registered with our office and you do have a disability, you're going to want to contact SARC Connect or visit the office in DSU 1074. Okay? And then finally for Title IX, this is the Title IX policy. I would like for you to read it over and make sure that you do. Discrimination and harassment is not tolerated here on campus. If you do feel as if you have experienced sex or gender-based discrimination, harassment, or sexual misconduct, I encourage you to report it to our Title IX coordinator, Andrea Anderson, or investigators Michael Crow, Josh Hayes. So, there it is. Lastly, I am excited about this semester. A lot of the content in this course I think is very critical for you to be successful as a College of Business student, and I wish you the best. So, good luck. At this point, I've covered everything you need to take the syllabus quiz, and we'll see you in the course.